Out of convenience, I actually want to skip to 5, 6, and 7 first and show you how to work with the degree given to you. In the other examples, you'll see that the degree is not given to you. In number 5, it says find the value of x, round to the nearest tenth. You will need a calculator, so if you would get out your phone or a regular calculator. And also, if you want to Google these directions, I'm not going to go deep into them. If you're using one of the blue handheld calculators, go to mode and make sure that your calculator is set in degrees. You either see the settings or you don't. If you have trouble with that part, send me a message. It will throw off your answers. I think most phones have an easy thing. It says either rad or deg. Make sure it is set to deg. Okay, you want to make sure that is either showing or on. Every phone's different, but we want degrees, not radians. Not talking about radians. So let's go on to number 5. The first thing I'll tell you is when you're solving these, you need to figure out first thing which side is which, and that depends on the angle given. So on number 5, the degree is 39, but it's more important where it's located. So I want to know, okay, x is given. That's opposite my 39. And then I'm also given a 15, which is touching 39. Okay, well, that's either adjacent or hypotenuse. Which one? The answer would be adjacent, and here's how I know. Because the hypotenuse is always opposite the 90-degree angle. We are not given the hypotenuse in this problem. So if you think of SOHCAHTOA, which one of these does not have an H? That right there tells me I'm going to use tangent. And that's equal to opposite over adjacent. All right, well, that's going to help me set up my equation. That's just a template for your equation. You figure that out, the rest is easy. So we're going to say tangent of theta, which is 39 degrees. If you type this into your calculator, you should get something like 0.8097 ... Check that. If not, your calculator is probably in radians and you need to change it. Equals opposite, we already labeled. Adjacent, we already labeled. We got a fraction, and we can put tangent 39, which remembers about 0.8097, and we're going to cross multiply. And if you type this all into your calculator, we wind up with a missing side length of 12 let's see, it says round to the nearest tenth. So if I look at 1, 4, 4 is not big enough to make that one move. There's our answer. Let's try another one. So I look at the degree, 34. Okay, I'm not given the opposite. I'm given this guy here. Okay, that's touching 34. Is that adjacent, or is that going to be hypotenuse? Hypotenuse, because it's across from the 90. This one's touching 2. That's the adjacent side right there. So again, go over your SOHCAHTOA. Which one doesn't have the O? It's going to be right there with cosine theta equals that's AH. So that's adjacent over hypotenuse. Let's set up our equation. Cosine 34 degrees is A over H. So I'll cross multiply again. And you should get, actually, since I rounded the last time, I should say approximately. I didn't do that, so we'll do it this time. And I should get approximately 14.1. Okay, see if you can do the last one on your own. Let's take a look. 64 degrees is given. Across from that is x, O for opposite. And then we're given this 11, which is across from the 90. That's our hypotenuse. So OH, that's going to be SO from SOHCAHTOA. Sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. So the sine of 64 is x over 11. So x equals 11 times the sine of 64, approximately 9.9.